my new old truck. We'll do a little walk around on it. So it's a 2003 3500 dually, 4-wheel drive, 8.1 liter V8 gas with the Allison transmission. Got the old cat eyes. I like that front end. Not in the best shape, but I can work with it. I think it's going to be a lot more practical truck for me. And I have a soft spot for Chevys. And I have to admit, Chevys ride a lot smoother than the old Dodges do. My 03 Dodge Cummins, I love the truck, but it's rough riding, and I put all new suspension on that truck. And it looks like I'm gonna have to do the whole thing on this too. I'm gonna need a lot of work. But I like it's a crew cab and it's a dump bed. So the guy I got it from needed more storage, so he built these out of wood. I'll probably end up kind of doing the same thing, but I'll make it all out of metal. But for now, they're already hanging up, and it seems like he did a pretty all right job, so I think we're just going to leave it. We'll probably get some spray paint and rattle can that thing. We'll paint this whole thing black so it all kind of blends in. But no sense of taking it off since it don't look like it's too bad a shape. You know, the bad thing about wood, it will slowly start rotting away. But for now, I think we can just leave it. So I'll show you one thing that I'm probably going to go ahead and do. I thought about keeping this bumper on here just because I do like how you can just climb up there and work on the motor a lot easier. But when I test drove this thing, it rattled like crazy. And I don't know if you can see that. There's 2 bolts there. And I'm not knocking the person who did this. It's just, yeah, I think I'm going to end up taking it off because there's 4 bolts holding this whole thing. So watch whenever I start moving this. You can see just me doing that. Makes a little bit of racket. And, you know, if I keep it on, I'd end up having to weld on a plate, which is not a big deal, and then mount it to the frame. But my OCD was already kicking in, and I didn't like how you can see the gap here. Come over here, and yeah, my OCD is gonna kick in, and yeah, it ain't gonna have that. So I would end up having to cut this weld off, move this up a little closer, and then that's gonna bug me. Then I'm gonna have to chop that off, straighten it up, and then that's gonna bug me. I'm gonna have to cut all that off, fix that, and it's just, and I don't like how it's like this. I'd end up having to cut all that off and trim it, and then I ended up having to put plates down in here to make it look a little nicer, put a winch in. And I just ain't got time for that. So I think what we're gonna do is see if I can go to the salvage yard and see if I can get a new front bumper and factory bumper and put it back on, get rid of this thing. I'm not gonna throw it away, I'll put it off the side. I may tinker with it later. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and take it off and then test drive it again and see if that helps with the front end noise. It seemed like it drove fine, so we'll see. Oh, and the other thing I noticed, you know, I didn't really inspect the truck very good. but I kind of already had my mindset that I wanted a dump truck. So I figure if it's not, as long as it's mechanically sound, I can deal with the rest. So you can see the jams are all black. Come back here, it's all black. Oops. Probably gonna take this somewhere and have them detail it, because I don't have the patience to detail anything. Give it a good deep clean. The back is in pretty decent shape. I guess the switches or something are not working, because they got toggle switches to roll up and down the windows. And I think I have another console, center console, in my pile of crap. So I may take this out and put that other console in. Interior's not horrible. I think a good clean will be good enough. This is all busted, so I'll end up having to replace all that. The speakers are not working. There's only one speaker working and it sounds like crap. So I have a bunch of speakers, so we'll probably end up putting new speakers in the doors, front and rear. And I'll probably put a nice double din radio in with a backup camera. Yeah, the headliner needs to be replaced. At least recloth it. But I think it's going to be a good truck. Oh, anyway, what I was getting at, got sidetracked. You can see the back. That's white here, and it's all black back there. If you look here, oh, come down here. Look at that. This peels off. I don't think that's paint. So I start pulling on it. I think this is a wrap. I think this whole truck's been wrapped. So, thinking about ripping all this wrap off and see what it looks like underneath. Is it going to be worse though? But then again, you know, this white is in pretty bad shape too. It's not in the best shape either. Don't know what I want to do. I kind of want to rip the wrap off. If anything, I may rip the wrap off and then see how much it costs to rewrap it, you know, a different color. Ooh, that's all scratched up. Probably all that crap on there, dirt, windows going up and down. Need a 10th of side windows. Yeah, it's got good scratches too. I think this was a stump grinding truck, so I'm sure it had sawdust all on the side of it, and they probably rolled the windows down and scratched the crap out of it. But like I said, it's a work truck, so I can't get too awful picky with it. You can see how it's just off colored. Somebody spray painted on top of the vinyl. I don't know if they spray painted over their logo. So that's kind of, I don't know, what do you guys think? Should I rip the vinyl off? I mean, the door jambs look really nice, but you know, is it going to be like that, you know, when they wrap it? They wrap it when it's brand new. They wrap it when the paint job was crap. I don't know. There's something going on in here. Multiple colors. So underneath this vinyl, there's some gray and then some red, and almost like a big old decal on top. I think I need to check my lights, make sure they're not leaking. If you look up here, he had a rag sitting up in there, so I'm guessing it must be leaking water. I don't know. The guy I got it from didn't really know much about the truck. Like I said, I'm just going by It seemed like it runs good, shifts good. So I think it's going to be a good truck. We'll probably come in here and fix the boxes up. They're all bent and mangled up a little. See if we can cut all this out and put new sheet metal in. But overall, the bed not in horrible shape. I mean, there's a couple of holes here and there, but no more than we'll be using it. I mean, it won't be bad. So I'll probably come up here and cut all this off, round it. Haven't decided yet. And I'll probably put some side rails on a little taller. That way, if I'm hauling gravel or dirt, I can hold a little bit more. I gotta figure out a tailgate system. And I gotta figure out something back here, make it look a little prettier. Thought about just putting some mesh in here, just so it just kind of, or just some flat sheet metal, I don't know. Looks like he's got a pretty heavy duty bumper back here. It's a little tweaked. May have to tweak it back a little bit. I haven't even checked to see if all the lights work. I have not got to inspect this truck too much. Looks like the tires are somewhat decent. Got some steer tires up front and some little all-terrain in the back. Need to get the wheels off and check the brakes. That's where we're at. So I think I'm gonna get this bumper off. It's a beautiful day out right now. I'm not gonna do too much to the truck today. Oh, he did say there's a short in it. So he's got a disconnect on the battery right now. And something's draining it. And so we need to figure that out. So we can, because I don't want to have to keep popping the hood and turning and shutting off that shut-off switch. So we need to figure that out pretty quick. But for now, this one's going to be a easy deal. Take these 2 bolts out, 2 bolts over there, and this whole bumper should come off. And then, like I said, I think we're just going to go back with a factory bumper. You know, I don't plan on going off-roading with this thing. But like I said, I'm not going to throw away the bumper. I'll keep it and maybe play around with it, or somebody else wants it, you know, and you're not OCD like I am, you know, maybe this is the bumper for you. I don't know. But yeah, that's the other thing I noticed is the gap here is different. You got the gap there versus this gap, and that's gonna bug me. Shouldn't bug me, but crap like that does. All right, I'm gonna get this bumper off, and oh yeah, I need to, since it's a beautiful day, I need to go to the barn. I need to wire it up with some lights. I want to get the barn cleaned out. I gotta get organized, guys. It is just hard to do. Ruby had 2 games Saturday, 2 games today, which is Sunday, and she's keeping us busy, that's for sure. Yesterday I thought about coming out here, but it was colder than crap yesterday. Today is beautiful. All right, enough talking. I'm gonna start working. I'm gonna get this bumper off, and I'll show you what it looks like with the bumper off. See you in a bit. I guess you guys can watch me take this bumper off. Suffer with me. Ha ha. Better go get me a swivel. Yeah, I wouldn't trust that. Going up our driveway, we would probably end up losing that bumper. It'd probably end up just going and start tilting down. So, yeah, you can see the gap here, how close it is there, and a bigger gap here, and it's nah. Somebody wants it, they can have it. But I think what I'm gonna do is just get a factory bumper. See if I can look on the old marketplace, see if I can find something. Looks like the transmission coolant lines are hitting the drive link. So I'm probably gonna get some zip ties and zip tie that up out of the way so it quit. That's all we need is it to rupture, and then I have transmission fluid all over the place. Well, that definitely lightened the front end up. So what do you guys think? Should I try to fix this bumper or just go back with factory? Make it look prettier. I don't know what I want to do. Do I go ahead and peel that off, and you can see where the grill's black too, so that was the original color. I don't know, that's gonna be a lot of work to do, but that may be kind of satisfying though, pulling all that wrap off. I may do that. I may just go ahead and pull the wrap off. We'll make it another video. So we'll get the heat gun out and we'll start heating up the vinyl very easily, and then hopefully we can start peeling it off. And hopefully we have some good paint underneath there. It would be kind of cool to wrap it and put my YouTube logo or something on the side of the door. That would be pretty neat. Well, Ruby out bike riding. She's already bugging me. It's getting nice out, Dad. We got a bike ride. All right. Well, let me know, what do you think? Keep the wrap that's on there, peel it off, put the factory bumper on. I think I've already talked myself into putting the factory bumper back on, if I can find one. All right, I'll see you in a bit. Peace out. Signing off. Nah. Dump truck.